this is your timeline reading. I am going to start doing readings a little bit different. I'm going to have a top line that's going to be a timeline for one category of Leos, and then a bottom line that's going to be another timeline for another category of Leos. And you can schedule a private session with me on Facebook, Kelly Diane Medium, or you can message me through here or leave a comment below to set up an appointment. So all readings are, if there's love or relationships, that's just going to come out in the reading. I'm not going to like dictate which direction the readings go. So let's take a look. So this is for Leo. Let's see here. Okay, so some of you are carrying a hefty burden, and it might be job related. It looks like, see, but I'm also getting something with a authoritarian like figure that feels like possibly a spouse or a husband of some sort, but it's like either a job or a spouse is making you feel like you have to carry this burden. And I think some of you are definitely going to, you don't feel like you have a choice in this. So this is one group of Leos who feel like they don't have a choice, and you're carrying a heavy financial burden, definitely. Let's see what group 2 has going on. And the second group of Leos, is what's interesting is you're definitely going through like a rebirth process where it's like you have a group of people asking you to come forward or come do this project with them, and I'm not seeing you. You're almost like, no, I want to do this on my own. Like I want to be my own boss. I want to do this myself. So it's very different energy than the top layer, the top timeline of Leos, which is very interesting. You are going to be coming together with someone, the bottom timeline Leos. Let's see here. Woo. Yeah, someone emotionally is coming forward to either give you an apology, some sort of separation happened here, and you had to make a harsh decision to leave a situation or a job. It feels family related to me on this bottom layer. It feels very much like a family situation, and this family member or whoever this is that you care deeply for is going to come forward within the next month and a half to give some sort of apology, some sort of emotional exchange to you. All right, let's see what else we got for our top line of our top timeline here. So group A, I would call you, and let's see what else. So you have this heavy burden that you're carrying, Leo, and you really just don't know how to make the decision to leave. Oh, you're going to. You're going to make the decision, and you're going to feel very confident in that decision. Yeah, 100%. So we got both queens coming out here, and Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. So you're going to come at this with an emotional response, but it's going to be, you're not going to act out in emotion. First emotions are going to happen, and then you're going to make a decision out of respect for yourself. There's just a lot of self-respect here, but it looks like you had to lose something or like have to face some sort of painful realization to get there. So that's that top group there. Let me finish out group B timeline here. So again, I want to make it very clear for you Leos and the timelines I'm talking about. You can technically jump back and forth between either or timeline depending on the choices you make, and we all have them in our lives. Let me see here. What is the advice? So the top Leos that are feeling like they need to drop a heavy burden that they're carrying, you might be looking to older or more wise people for advice on the situation. And I'm getting that, like, don't listen to them. Listen to what you feel. They have a very limited view on what you're wanting to do, and they're just going to give you their advice from their perspective. Okay. Any advice for the bottom Leos? Timeline B Leos. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take all those cards. This one wants to come. So I feel like after you come together with this family member who is wanting to make this emotional exchange with you, it looks like it could even be like about a child or someone younger than you, so maybe even a sibling situation. I think it's genuine. I really think that the apology or the situation that you're trying to think about forgiving, I think it's a genuine apology. I think it's a genuine situation with a genuine person. Oh, I just bit my own tongue. But I feel like there are some other players involved. So this might be a little sibling, but you might have other family members in the mix that are trying to create issues or drama that just you're not able to make peace with. And some people you're just not able to make peace with. Ultimately, you have to make peace within yourself and surround yourself around people who want the best for you. So that is what my advice to you is to just listen to yourself. And also, with the King of Swords in reverse here, I would be very weary of someone coming in really quickly and telling you, like, I have it all figured out, I know how we can work this out. Take it very slow. Take this whole situation very slow, Leo. Okay? So we're going to get some happy cards going on here for a moment. And these are new. I'm going to pick one of these for each of you, and then I'm going to give some other oracle advice. I'm hearing don't give up, and you know the right path for yourself. So again, it's all about just knowing yourself and listening to yourself at all times. I mean, ultimately, you have the answers inside. We have Turkey Spirit, and we have Bee Spirit. So I would say for Group A, the Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So this is just remembering that working together in a group is always the best option whenever you're able to work with people, is what the Turkey Spirit indicates to me. And they're always together, like, you know, turkeys are always moving together. And just always remember that it's always best to try to come together, even if you have beliefs or maybe different sort of ideas on how things should be, but always try to find love to connect you with family or friends or whatever that is. So Group B, Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. Oh, that's tight. Yes. So this is just a positive card again with working together, and also remembering how everything has a process and a time. Number 7 also comes up here. Everything has a process and a time. You know, you can't jump from one situation too quickly to the next without going through a process, is what I get here with this Bee Spirit. Also pay attention to bees around. Maybe they're indicating to you that they support you and they're here. And to just remind you to, like, live from your heart. Alright, let's get one more happy card, since we had to talk about such intense stuff for Leo. Dear one, Who is it you will not talk to? Who is it you will not forgive, dead or alive? It's time for closure. Interesting. And then the next card I get, the next card I get is take the word victim off your person, out of your vocabulary. It reeks with old energy and it does not suit your magnificence. So that's a really good card, because a lot of us, like all of us, can always get into that place where we feel like life isn't really handed us a fair card, which is true. I mean, not everybody has the easiest, situation or has been dealt the easiest hand, but ultimately it is your choice to decide how you're going to continue forward and make better choices for your life, regardless of the crappy people that might have been in it. So just try to find a place of power. Get into a place of power where you can be proactive in your life instead of feeling like, oh, nothing ever works out for me. Make some things work out for you, or look at the things that are working out for you, because there's got to be at least one thing that is what I think. All right, Leo, thank you so much for watching, and if you could leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel, that would be great. Otherwise, find me on Facebook, Kelly Diane Medium, and schedule an appointment with me. Thank you so much. We're going to move on now to Aries. Aries people. I just keep hearing the word like extravagant. I'm picking up specifically like a wedding ornament that someone's wanting you to be extravagant with, but you're not really wanting to be. Extravagant. And you don't want it to be extravagant. It's very interesting. Again, just like a lot of influence, like somebody who may be older and just like trying to influence a decision. And of course, it's a very like straightforward message for someone. I'm also getting someone that might have like really bad neck issues or a lot of pain, or even have had like maybe spinal surgery. That's interesting. I'm also getting that somebody is thinking about moving or relocating to a coastal state. And I think you're going to do that at the end of this winter time. Some sort of coastal state. Feels like Oregon or Washington area. Feels like that. But you're going to relocate because you feel drawn there. And I think you might actually be living off the land. Very interesting. All right, so I'm going to be doing a timeline reading. So one group of people is going to fit into one timeline. Another group of people is going to fit into another timeline. Both groups are going to be Aries people. However, depending on your choices is how you're going to fit into that timeline. Let's see here. Holy moly, coly. Okay. So some of you in this first timeline are feeling extremely controlled by a couple. And this couple is extremely toxic. Oh my gosh. Could be you in this relationship. It could be you like dealing with these people. Seems like a really difficult situation here. So, let me get some more clarification here. Some of these, if you're dealing with these people or if you're in this relationship, it's extremely fiery. There's a lot of burden on the line, a lot of issues, a lot of drama, just a very difficult situation. I think if you can step away from it, you're going to have the Nine of Cups. You're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to feel your own destiny here. But it's going to take you see, some of you might be in a situation or relationship that you're reliant on this person financially, and this is going to have to take, this is going to take you gaining your independence to leave. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, Aries, is that it's going to take you like loving yourself enough to leave, and then you will bear the fruit of all these pentacles if you just leave the situation. They're not going to change. This is a very controlling individual. It could be female or male, but very, very, very controlling person that you need to get away from. They're just going to keep dragging you down. I wish I had better advice. But ultimately, if you choose yourself, you're gonna reap all the benefits. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You're gonna reap all the benefits of choosing yourself. Money's going to come in. Abundance is going to come in naturally by getting away from this abuse. I have to just say it what it is. It's abusive. It's toxic. This person only cares about themselves. Let me get one more since this is very intense. Yeah. And then about 3 to 4 months later, you're going to have somebody come in that actually balances you out and sees things the way you do. This person's always fighting with you about your beliefs and like the way you see the world. It's just not worth it, man. Now, I'm not saying that in a relationship there shouldn't be questioning one another about beliefs and like having a healthy debate, but this person just like talks down to you constantly. All right, my second group of Aries. Oh, I wish it wasn't as heavy. It's still very heavy. You are dealing with some extremely rough waters here, where you've had to make a really difficult decision in the past, and it seems like just one hit after another, and you're feeling extremely defeated. Holy crap. You might have even had a divorce or a separation, loss of money. This is so hard. But ultimately, this is making you kind of take a step back and like, okay, why is my life falling apart? Because like whoever this is, whatever situation this is, your life has literally fell apart in the last two months. I can say by next month things are going to become easier for you, but you're going to have to ask for some help or some assistance in some way by those around you instead of being so stubborn. Yeah, you've chosen to leave a really difficult situation, which is ironic because above, these people haven't made that choice yet. But you have chosen yourself, and in turn, you've gotten a lot of backlash for it. I don't know if your knight is already here, but you do have some reprieve coming within the next month. It's just like, all I can tell you is just to keep trucking through this hard period, because on the other side of it is much, much more like calm waters for you. Ugh. Very difficult. You might have been dealing with a situation where somebody liked to drink a lot, or you did. I don't know which one, but this situation is going to resolve, and you're going to finally have the freedom that you've been fighting for in your life. Oh yes, this is the best card ever. Ah, good is coming. So just keep trying. I think within a month you're gonna feel that weight being lifted off of you if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, okay? That is my advice to you. And the top row, again, if you choose yourself over this abusive, toxic relationship or situation, you're going to be paid in tenfold, and you're going to actually have the life you want to have, but you have to let something go in order to get it. That's that top group. All right, let's do a spirit card for you, Aries. And then we'll do an oracle card. Just something to lighten the mood a little bit. Because that gets very intense. Oh, I just heard the word desperation. Yeah, some of you are just not having the best go at life right now. Very, very difficult How painful. It's gonna get better. In both timelines it does get better. It's like one of you just needing to choose yourself and your self-love, and the other group just needing, you already chose self-love, and now you're just dealing with the backlash of you choosing yourself. So interesting how that works. Dolphin spirit. And, cat spirit. Alright, so first group, dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Interesting. So it's this card indicates to me the polarity of life. So how you could feel one thing and how someone else could feel another thing and then both be correct. This is just asking you to remember the freedom that you've felt in other aspects or times in your life, and how you also, there might be some water involved here with like in your chart, like Cancer energy. But this is just asking you to kind of be free and allow things to flow naturally. Look how beautiful that is. I just love that card. And then my second group is cat spirit. Claim your independence. And do I even need to say much more about that? I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. There, maybe you can see it. I just love that. Claim your independence. Yeah, just I don't know if you can see this cat. It's just so independent looking. Number 13 and 20 came out. I think it just, for both timelines, both people or groups, if you can just step into your power and like believe that you know what the next steps are, I think both situations are going to work out great. But I mean, there are just some people you have to eliminate. They just don't want what's best for you. And that's the hardest lesson of all. The hardest lesson of all. All right, so that's all I have for you. Oh, no, wait, I'm going to give a Cryon card here. I just like what he has to say. I just keep hearing don't let fear run or dictate what you're wanting to do in life. Just don't let fear be the thing that stops you. Okay. There is no more profound thing you can do for your biology than to change the energy of a troubled past. Your DNA will change, your heart will change, and energy will start to flow into you that will actually create a longer life. That's cool. I don't know if you can see that, but I just love that card. That's so neat. And it's purple, so some of you might love purple. But yeah, so just choose yourself. And I'm not saying that to like in a selfish way. I'm saying it like choose and create the life you've always wanted for yourself. And nobody can tell you what that looks like or what it should be. You have to decide that for yourself. All right, Aries, thank you so much. And leave me a comment below or send this to another Aries that it resonates with. And contact me on Kelly Diane Medium on Facebook and schedule an appointment. Thank you. All right, Sagittarius. Let's clear this energy out. All right, Saggy. Let's see what we got going on for you. What do we got for Sagittarius? So, like I'm doing all the readings in 2 split timelines because we all have timelines and choices to make in life. And you can either go one timeline or the next timeline. So whatever timeline works for you, and some information from one might resonate and the other one might too. And that's just how timeline tarot works. I don't control what comes out in these readings. They might be about love, they might be about work, might be about both. So we'll just see what comes out for you. And this is for whatever time period you need it. I'm not going to put a time stamp on it. All right, Sagittarius. So it looks like you've been working really super hard at something, this first group, and I feel like you just feel like nobody sees the hard work you're putting in, and it's extremely difficult. So you're almost like wanting to give up on a plan or a person or a situation. It feels like love to me. Let's see here. Yeah. And you were promised all these things. And it just did not, like, it's almost like a Jekyll and Hyde sort of situation where this person said, I'm this way, and yet they're coming and showing you that they're another way. And you just feel like you're not in your power right now. And you're not trusting your own instincts. Oh, you're definitely not trusting your own instincts here. You are completely out of power. Oh. And that has allowed for a lot of, like characters in your life that are just not up to any good, this first row of Sagittarius. I think you're going to walk away from this person or situation, but it's going to be extremely painful for you to leave. And I have to say that, and I know that's not fun to listen to, but it is going to be hurtful. I feel like some information might also be coming out about this person to kind of validate, okay, yeah, I need to leave this situation. Let me see the second row. Man, some of you are, you're all working really hard. I don't think you're going to leave. This feels very job related. I don't think the second row, Sagittarians, I don't think you're going to leave whatever job or situation you're in. I think you're going to stay put for now. But in about 2 months, you're going to pick up and you're going to move. You're going to pick up and move from this situation, because then you have the 9 of Coins. You're going to feel very empowered to do so. So I would say put a pause on whatever future plans you had going. Like if you were going to make them happen within the next few weeks, I would say it's not time. And I think you know that too. Yeah, definitely on a pause period. But in the end, you're going to come together with another person. This feels very much work-related to me. Possibly a project or a job, like business venture. It's not time yet. You haven't got all the information yet. And I think this other person is scared to invest, but you are going to find another person to invest in this job. So you need to wait a minute. Let me get some advice for you and the top Sagittarius. I feel like that top row of people, that was just like a really harsh situation. Do we have any advice for the top row? Let's see here. So I really do feel like you're going to have someone invest in the bottom row. Anybody who needs an investor or something, like I feel like you're wanting to start a business, but you don't know how you're financially going to. Somebody's going to come in and invest in you. I really believe that. And I think it will be mid-fall time. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. So my top row, it's like this back and forth battle. Ugh. Ultimately, you just gotta choose you. And I feel like you are. Yeah. It's gonna be a long road ahead for the top row, but there might even be a court situation that comes up. Just try and I'm hearing self-care, taking like cut everything out that just does not serve you and just really focus on yourself. That's what I'm getting. Really focus on yourself and cut all the extra fat off. It's like get to the basics. Okay, so Sagittarius. I was just going to give you some happy cards since we just had such an intense reading. We need some happiness too. But yeah, I keep getting something about an investment for sure in that company. You're going to have somebody who comes along and wants to invest or believes in whatever it is you're doing. All right. Ooh, that's a cool one. Okay, so the New Jerusalem is not a city in Israel. It is a metaphor for a new paradigm on the planet Earth called peace. It represents the solution of the unsolved, of the unsolved and the healing of hearts at the core. It is a new energy that turns rage into temperance and transmutes hatred into understanding. Well, let's hope that's true. I'm going to pull one more. Pull divine love out of the bag of your own personal energy and face yourself in a forgiving way. Forgive the child inside. Oh, that's interesting too. I like that. That's so pretty. It's got a pearl inside. I don't know if you can see that. So that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions about my reading today, or contact me on Kelly Diane Medium on Facebook and schedule a private reading. Thank you so much.